We're looking at Heliolisk, and I have been getting a lot of requests, and I've kind of been dodgy with him, mostly because it's such an awesome looking Pokemon that I don't really want to screw it up, and I haven't really seen him being used. He wasn't one of those Pokemon that I could break defensively and come up with like some kind of insane strategy, but I didn't want to do something that's just too straightforward on him. After seeing a couple of competitive uses with him, I feel confident in a couple of ideas I can just go and throw out with him. First off is Life Orb Solar Power in double battles with a Charizard Y or a Ninetales for the drought. He gets some just insane shenanigans going on. Like his speed, 348 speed is very respectable. Even 317 special attack to follow that up. So you're going to be incredibly fast. And now, Life Orb is giving you 1.3 times more damage, and then Solar Power is giving you 1.5 times more damage. So you're just going to be raking in quite a bit. And the thing is, this is a really good double just kind of sweep out strategy because you can use a Charizard. He'll have Heat Wave, which will be massively buffed and just explode the other two Pokemon. Then you can use your coverage moves, Dark Pulse, Grass Knot, Thunderbolt, to really just clean up anything that might be stronger or something that could really stand in Charizard's way, such as a Tyranitar. Use Grass Knot on a Tyranitar with all these boosts, I think it might go down. So another option you have is Surf. I wouldn't use it while Drought is active, just because it would do less damage unless you really needed to do it. So, while you are losing a ton of health every turn, 1/8 and 1/10, you're going to be able to just do some serious damage. Also, he can work really well as a follow-up to Charizard Y, like you send out Charizard Y first, just kind of go out there until he goes down, and then you also have him to counter out a Charizard Y, because that Thunderbolt with all these boosts will probably KO it as well. So this is like a Solar Power set that can be incredibly strong. You could also, instead of Surf, maybe give him Eerie Impulse. Have Charizard use Protect, use Eerie Impulse, get some good double coverage, heal up if you need to. Since you're using Life Orb Solar Power, it's going to do some damage to yourself. And then the next strat. I've always been a fan of Dry Skin and Surf. Ever since I saw the World Championship for way back when, right when Diamond and Pearl got released, at the beginning of 4th Gen, one of the popular strategies that ended up winning Worlds was a Toxicroak with Dry Skin and then Empoleon with Surf. When you get healed by 1/4 of your health from taking an ally's hit, it's pretty awesome. And then also with Rain on the field, you are getting a ton of health back. So Politoed is just a perfect thing for this. Bring out Politoed, Drizzle kicks in. Now you have Dry Skin, leftovers, and whenever Politoed uses Surf, which is hopefully all the time, you're getting 1/4 of your health back, which means you're getting almost half of your health every turn just from having Politoed attack. It's pretty good. So with this, I decided to try to see how a different setup on this would work. You know, hit points, max those out, go with max defense as well, and give him a special defense nature. I was going with Calm Nature, lower the attack, and just try to make him tanky. So you don't need any more investment after the special defense, either 4 points in speed, or you can put the 4 points in special defense, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. And then the idea is you just hide behind Politoed. That would pretty much just be, what are his stats? Modest Nature Politoed. I would give him a Choice Scarf, balance around a couple of these numbers. You could either max it or put a couple points in the hit points. Give him a Choice Scarf and just run through that Surf. Hit Heliolisk and then have a decent hit on 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. He also has some good coverage. You can use Grass Knot, again, Dark Pulse. Charge Beam on this set is what I was thinking. You're not going to have a super big special attack because you're not giving it any investment. So I was thinking Charge Beam. It's worth it. After that first Charge Beam, you're going to be doing more than a Thunderbolt would. So I was like a Thunderbolt on a different set would. So I was feeling that Charge Beam would be a good thing to have, especially if you're staying tanky and really hit points bulk. So that's something you can look into. I think this could be very strong. And you also have Protect. You just use Protect and you get almost 1/4 of your health back. Nothing wrong with that. 3/16 of your health, you know, have a double just protect turn. Politoed, Heliolisk, double protect, just kind of disrupt your opponent. Even though you wouldn't be able to protect with Choice Scarf if you had another idea like a Citrus Berry, that's always an option. So I like this one the most just because it's a tanky setup. You don't really need to do anything to set up. You don't take any turns. You just start out attacking and healing up. So this is a good one. And then this I have seen beat down so hard just because you're getting almost double power next to an incredibly strong Pokemon. And you have a ton of speed behind it. So I think this could be really good as well. So I hope you guys like this. Finally did Heliolisk. Probably going to make a lot of people happy. So hope you guys use this and have a nice